Matt! Matt!
That's kamikaze. He wouldn't stop. I'm pretty sure that second shot was a good shot. Man, fingers crossed. About 120 yards. I gotta text Matt. I couldn't get the camera slid over. He was right in front of me at about 150 yards coming over that hill. I couldn't get the camera moved over, and I was trying to get it over to this window, and I know he saw me. He kind of went on alert, and I thought he was going to turn around and go back towards Matt. And then he just kind of, his posture changed, and he kept going. He went down into this bottom, literally right underneath my tree stand. Man. Second shot felt good. First one, I know I hit him, but he took a couple more steps and stopped broadside. Felt good. Matt's texting me. I'll get back with you guys real soon. Alright, everybody. Man, I'm on an emotional roller coaster.
It's an eventful morning.
I'm pretty positive I jerked that first shot. He was quartering to. I didn't want to take the shot, but if he got about another 10, 15 foot, he was going to be in a direct path between me and Matt, and I wouldn't have taken that shot. So I pushed the envelope a little bit. I'm screwing around with that damn camera, and yeah, I just said it customer on YouTube, and I don't care. But that's the frustrating part. And so he goes to a scrape. I didn't know it was a scrape at the time. I found that when we were looking. But he's standing there, perfect broadside. I settled in. I took a clean shot. Felt great, but he never mule kicked. He didn't nothing. He was out of there. And I came down, and every leaf in here looks like blood. Every leaf. And so I'm basically on my hands and knees over here looking at every leaf that looked like blood to find the smallest drop. I stand up, and there's a buck, a 4-point, standing right behind me. Literally, I could have stuck my rifle out and hit him. That's how close this deer was to me. I'm down here in this little bottom, as you can see. I'm getting real discouraged because I can't find any blood. There was no blood up there that I could find. And there's two trails that go into this wood line. And we found the trail that he came in on. We found the scrape. So we're kind of reenacting that. Matt was working his way down to the bottom trail, and I started working my way up here. And I finally found some blood, and it's starting to get pretty thick. I can see some more up there. But I did bump him, and that's the bad part is, well,
it is dark blood.
Yeah, it's very dark blood. It doesn't stink. And I don't know if I bumped him or not. I mean, I bumped a deer when I started walking. But I know he's hit. He's bleeding good.
It's dark. It's not a lot of blood, but it's dark blood.
So we're gonna mark this spot. I think we're gonna back out. Oh my God!
Oh, look at that! There's white. I see white.
So we've been on a pretty spotty trail, and then there'll be big mucusy, big clumps. And I got under this little tree here, and there's another big wet spot. And Matt was like, "Man, I don't know. That looks wet. He might be getting bumped." And I'm like, "No, there's too much dry blood around it. And Matt just spotted him. So let's walk up here and check him out.
Make sure he's dead. He looks pretty dead. He looks pretty dead. Oh, he's a freaking monster.
Or he's a freaking tank.
He's a monster.
I did shoot him twice. I shot him both times.
Hey, he's still bleeding. He's alive. Look at the blood coming up out of his stomach.
He ain't alive. His eyes are glazed over.
You look at his stomach.
Bubbling. Yep, that first shot, when I took it to quartering two, I shot him in the neck. How the hell did that deer go that far?
I don't know. Okay.
Yes! Ah!
Okay.
Hunted that deer for 3 years. Got his freaking shed. Oh. I have no idea how he made it this far. Just a brute of a deer, man. I'm just excited he finally grew into his 10.
Oh, yeah.
He's been a 9-point the past 2 years. I've had a lot of encounters with this deer. I've let him walk a lot of times. Last season, I let him walk. I filmed him for about 30 minutes right below me at 20 yards. And towards the end of the season, I started had some medical issues. Had to have surgery and everything else. So I settled on a coal buck last year, which he's a great
Awesome
8-year-old deer. But I was kind of kicking myself for not taking this guy, man. And
it's paid off. Patience. Take away from this, patience.
Matt, appreciate it, man. Thanks for helping me out.
No problem.
All right, well, we got him pulled out and moved around here so you can get a better look at him. But this is the biggest buck on the farm. I mean, he's not no record 170. I'd say he's probably mid 140s, might push 150. But just a brute of a deer. And the story that I have with him is well more important than the trophy. I told Matt, I told all the guys at Deer 30 at the beginning of the season that if he shows back up this year, that he was going to be my top hit list buck. And sure enough, I got just a few velvet photos of him, some video before all my cameras got stolen out here. And I knew he was pretty regular. He's got this little swooping beam, but just a beast of a buck, man. And 5.5. I think he's 5.5. I've got 2 years of history, so this is the 3rd year with him. And just, man, he came over that ridge. Picturesque. I mean, it was picture perfect. But what I want to talk about is how hard it is for this filming stuff, man. I seen him coming over, and this is the first time ever that I thought other than just making a good ethical shot, right? Usually I just settle in, get a good sight picture, range them, do everything necessary to get a good shot. Well, this time I'm screwing around with that camera. Sorry, it's really windy out here. So I got some video of him. Had to move it and get it set up as he came across. Thought he was in frame just as he stepped out of frame. And so I did hit him twice. It looked like I actually missed him in the footage, but I think that's just the difference in camera angle when I was filming him. So yeah, I could not be more ecstatic to have this, just to be behind this big bruiser that can't even talk right now, man. Just a great deer, great story, great memories, and now he'll live forever with some of his brothers from the same farm. So, guys, we're gonna get them all field dressed and cleaned up, and then we got a long track out of here. He's probably
he's ways in
150, 200 yards.
Probably farther than that.
Good
up
thing
and
is,
down.
He didn't leave the property, so I didn't have to make no phone calls. I mean, we were
pretty close.
Yeah, we're getting, I'd say another 50 yards, man. I had to call some neighbors. So anyway, guys, here he is. This is Kamikaze. I named him Kamikaze because he kept coming in on me the past 2 years, and it got harder and harder not to shoot him. And so this year I said that we're going to make him the top hit this buck, and now we're sitting behind him. So keep hanging in there. We got a lot more tags to fill. Matt and I are getting ready to head out to Fort Knox and start that endeavor. And there are some big old giants out there too. So gonna get Matt in the stand tonight. I'm gonna start filling doe tags now that I got this boy out of the way, and we're gonna do some doe management. But all in all, I appreciate you tuning in, and as always, wake up and hunt.